The chillers in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting. I'm gonzo, headed where the homie live, cause it's on though. I was chasing 3 women like I'm Mojo Jojo, so my girl got mad.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Tonight, we'll have the final 2 games of this kickoff weekend, and we begin with a great one here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Off play action, Fields. Rolling to his right. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A play fake, now Fields to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Falcons are on the board here first in the season opener. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Pulls it in at the 13. Lance now on first down. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Max Crosby. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Well, the very first thing they told us, Charles, was we need to apply pressure early, and I would call that early pressure a nice sack to start the game.
And on the other sideline, I just have this image in my mind of the head coach on the headset with the offensive coordinator asking him if that's exactly what he saw in his mind when he called that play. And if so, is it going to be like this all day? That's a tough one right there.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in a long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing his Lance on third down. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Myles Garrett able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up fourth down. And here's Hunter Nicewander now. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV.
Taken in by Knox. He's got room at the 30. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Play action. It's Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Keenan Allen, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Falcons have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Carlson on for the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. Taken from about the 12. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he's got some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic abandon the playbook and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
On second down, here's Pierce. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now a first carry here for Robinson. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but it's still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you point out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes those coaches can just sense their team. Maybe they're a little flat or they need a little extra inspiration. And he decided to go for it there to try and kickstart things.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. Escaping the pressure right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Keenan Allen, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Falcons are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. 21-0 our score after 1. Carlson now to kick this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. Now a hit and a loose football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, this hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it. But if they turn it over there, now things turn a little, how would you say it, dire? And they didn't need that hassle at all. So being able to take care of the football is paramount. Fortunate bounce for them there in order to retain it.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. A run for Pierce out of the gun. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Shot 17.
Pierce will try to pick it up. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 9 yards that time.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 23. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. Again, that's Watkins. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
So right now what I'm seeing an offense just firing off the ball a lot quicker than they can react. And not only that, they're sustaining the blocks too. I'm seeing guys get 6-7 yards downfield before there's even a hint of contact.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Here's Pierce. Is in. Touchdown, Carolina. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. On play action, Fields. He finds his target, Allen. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll fake the handoff, now Fields. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. Touchdown! Keenan Allen on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Falcons have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken from about the 12. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he's got room. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Back to Robinson now on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. There to stop him was Carlton Davis. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Lance. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Throwing now is Lance. And it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And some room to maneuver. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Carlson now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Lance looking to throw it. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Hunter Nicewander on to punt now on 4th down. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
From the 50, here's Fields. Looking deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. Making quite a a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Falcons are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
You talk about closing in a hurry as a safety and run support. Not only did he get a good run in, he gave a pretty good pop too, and finished off the play behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And it's fielded at the 34. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. A final shot before the break. Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. Second half begins with a run by Robinson. Room here to run. And now off to the races down the right side. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. 88 yards. And the Panthers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A big play there. Now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Going for it with Pierce.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They'll try and run for it. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Now a first down throw, Fields. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
I've worked with you long enough now to know you like that decision. Go safe, pressure coming, hit your guy underneath.
It's an excellent decision, but he knew it came with consequences. And that's him getting hit on the play, but able to dump it to his running back and gain some yardage. I liked everything about it, especially his ability to stay in the pocket and execute.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
And he fires one that's intercepted. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
And now both of these defenses have something to brag about following this one, each with a pick 6 today.
They are even there, but we still have to decide a winner, don't we, partner? And what they really want to brag about after this one is getting that W. The turnovers are great. Can they make plays now that tilt the balance in their favor?
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. 48 yards. And the Falcons have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Well, CD, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into Week 2. This has been an impressive Week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
And Lance now to throw.
Over the middle, complete. That's Pierce.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing on first down is Lance.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd.
To throw, it's Lance.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Ready. Slide through. Triple 38.
Move. Even. 4th down. Even. Mark 38. Mark 38. Mark 38. Check.
And they'll go for it. Lance.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Fields.
Flushed out right. And he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Here's Fields. Now into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Pick 6 last drive. Here's Fields again. He's got Allen. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, it's Fields. And a loose football, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Fields. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Throwing again is Fields.
He finds his man complete. It's Flowers. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 31-yard line.
Back to throw. Fields.
Eluding the pressure right.
It's Dobbins on the out route, bringing it in. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Again, Fields.
Buying time to his left.
Brought in by Dobbins near the sideline.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
To throw is Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. From 6 yards away. And the Falcons are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Running it out of the gun with Pierce. And able to find a little space. He gets us up over the 15 to the 16. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, here's Pierce. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
32. Shot, 17.
Desperation time here. Lance. Smith catches left side. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Pierce takes it straight ahead. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the 1st half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And this is going to be a Panthers 1st down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. They'll run this one right with Robinson. Taken down at the 42. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lance. And he rifles one incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Pierce now up the middle. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the 1st down. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort he'll take every single time.
And this one complete to Smith. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Play action. Now it's Lance.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
3-3.
Here's Lance.
And that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
52 blaster. Ready, go.
And Lance going to throw.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Lance and company going on 4th down. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
And the Falcons are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Off play action, Fields.
And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season.